We've got a yellow Prius. I'm out at the park today in Virginia playing Pokemon Go, and look what I found. This color is called Karashi. Although in a weird twist of fate here, it says it's mustard colored. So yes, for 2025, this is all new, the Prius Nightshade, and I get to see it, I get to drive it. Love the gloss black accents everywhere. And if you get a brand new car like Toyota Prius, you're gonna wanna keep the floors clean. Try last fit floor liners and cargo mat. And if your liners get dirty, well, you can just shake it off, or you can spray it off. Last fit uses 3D scanning technology to make sure that you have a perfect fit on your floorboards from seam to seam. How about something really cool in the back seat? A one-piece design that goes all the way across so all three passengers have perfect coverage and the floors stay clean. And when you're transporting things in the back, you want a mat with perfect coverage. That's what the cargo mat does. It's made of environmentally friendly TPE material, so it's free of lead, BPA, allergens, PVC, and other known offenders. Check out the coverage on the driver's side. Tall walls, deep grooves, make sure that it traps in liquids like rain, sleet, snow, mud, ice. I put factory mats on top. Look, it's a two-piece design. Last fit has that one-piece design so all three passengers keep clean feet and the floorboard all the way across stays clean. Factory mats on top. Last fit has taller walls and it goes up further underneath the pedals, so that part stays clean too. Try last fit. You'll find the product link and the discount code in the description and the first pinned comment. In the good old days, back in the day, Prius used to be something you'd buy because it gets 50 miles a gallon or more. It's crazy efficiency, but the looks, you might buy it in spite of the looks because you wanted a hybrid vehicle, and Prius was the leader. Look at the streamlined aerodynamics now. This thing is sexy, it's hot. See that? It's gonna get some cat calls wherever it goes. Thanks to Toyota USA, I'm driving this one around. And look, do we call that an Easter egg? Because there it is, it's the Prius, but it's got some illumination, some ambient lighting now in the doors, on the dash, and this black with gray stitching seating. Gloss black accents too. Yes, it follows in the same tradition. That's the window sticker, I'll show you that at the end. Double panes of glass. Let's take a 2.0 liter four-cylinder engine. Let's add in electric motor power. This is going to be all-wheel drive, 196 horsepower. If you got the front-wheel drive of a Prius, it would be 196. You could also get the plug-in hybrid, which used to be called the Prius Prime. Same thing, RAV4 plug-in hybrid now used to be RAV4 Prime. So that's the plug-in one, whichever way you want to call it. That would be 220 horsepower if you go that route. More performance fast facts. Look for four-wheel disc brakes, multi-link rear suspension, and 49 mpg combined. 11.3 gallon fuel tank. It gets 49 in the city, 50 in the highway, 49 combined, and the driver door. That's where you're gonna find the fuel. Gloss accent time. We're gonna see the Nightshade popping out here on the fender treatments. On these beautiful 19-inch wheels. That looks stunning. So this is going to be 195/50 R19 for the tires. All-wheel drive, like we said. Oh yeah, huge cutout right here, which helps us see around that pillar. And look how long that window is. Isn't that cool? It's so long and slim all the way to the back. This has the glass roof. That's going to be an extra option that we'll see on the window sticker. I'll tell you about that one. Also, the multimedia has been upgraded. We'll talk about that too. Gloss black here with automatic lock and unlock on the front door. This one's kind of hidden. Do you push that? Maybe. Do you push this? Yeah. I'm gonna have to find out what this button does actually, because I don't know that. Does that unlock it? Is that what that does? That would be amazing if I figured that out. It'd be dumb if I didn't know this up to this point, but hey, I don't know everything, that's for sure. I know my channel's called Toyota Jeff. That doesn't mean I know every Toyota thing. I feel like I should know that though. We've got parking sensors in the back, Prius written out, backup camera. Excellent. That's really cool. Something you're not gonna see, look at the wiper. Where is it? It's nowhere. It's Prius. XLE, so this is the XLE, not the Limited, Nightshade. Toyota symbol right there. And there's Toyota's Beyond Zero logo, hybrid electric vehicle. Let's open this one up right here. There we go. Got a soft cover right here, but it hides things like my GoPro camera. Love my GoPro. My backpack. And we've got extra space. It's kind of recessed down in here. Nice. and over here as well. Tie down. And where's the tie down? Tie down right there, over there. And we can open this up and we'll see we get soundproofing material boxes. First thing you'll want to know, this seat is all the way back and reclined. So I have room. I'm 5'8". For a tall person, it might be a little tough on this one, but the seats are reclined, which is kind of nice. It's a flat seat all the way across. There's just a little bit of a hump down here, and it's not much like that. Very comfortable seating. This is Softex seats, so it's black with gray stitching, and I have so much room for leg room. I'm really impressed with this back here. Remember when you're looking at this, I've got one seat forward, one seat back. Beautiful right there. Soft touch panel. You could put a bottle slanted in there. I have one seat pocket, not two. Two would be nice. Like the all-weather mats added to it. See, these are very squishy. They've got good padding to the seats. The seats do not recline at all, but they can fold forward this much. So that might help you. Top tethers. I use those for my 2-year-old niece when she comes over. So I'm getting used to those again. And we've got pretty deep cup holders here, easy to get to the child safety latches for kids. It's got the grab handles and this grab lever. Oh, that one's open. That one's not open, but it could be. And then I've got a bottle there, the window sticker. And here's our dash. Now we're gonna get to the front amenities. Starting with the passenger side, we got soft touch. That's not soft touch right here, but a bigger opening for bottles. Illumination, see that? Goes all the way across. Now that looks cool. I liked seeing that when the Prius was revealed, the new Prius. I like that a lot because that's something they just didn't have in the Prius. It's got good bolstering around the sides. The padding is really good. The seats you should find are very comfortable. Kind of a slim version of the headrest. It's firm, and look at this, but it's soft too. It really is. Here we go. 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 Bop, 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 bop. And then get on in here. Put your DJI mics. We've got USB-Cs. And, oh, that feels good. Driver's side time. Does not have, remember, it's XLE, so it does not have power windows or memory seats, anything along those lines. But it does have a power seat. It's got two-way lumbar support. Goes up, down. It does twist, like we did last summer. Get a twisty cone from Dairy Queen. That's what I want right now. I'm gonna find one. I'm gonna find me a Dairy Queen. Okay, so it's got windshield wiper de-icer, heated steering wheel. That's nice, a little bit of illumination right there. This is for automatic headlights. Leather wrapped wheel. And this is the one design that's unusual because it's got a screen here and a screen here. So you can look at the driver display, and you do have to adjust the steering wheel up and down to make sure that it's the right height for you to be able to see all the action. And when I say all the action, we can see how many miles are on it, how many miles till we run out of gasoline, got your adaptive cruise, your lane tracing assist, and we can go through some information. Going through, energy monitor, tire pressure, all-wheel drive distribution. We can go through our safety features, like that. Right now it looks like averaging 48.1 just sitting here burning fuel. So I think it probably started a little bit more than that. I didn't look. Guess I could have looked, huh? Like, why didn't you look, Jeff? Somebody's gonna ask me that. Why didn't you look? EV mode, drive modes, electronic brake hold, that's traction control on and off, and then the electronic parking brake. Our drive modes are sport, normal, eco, and custom. And it shows up right here as well. Now, we could look inside this compartment, which, ironically enough, does say hidden compartment. So I think that's kind of funny. You can store things there. And a 12-volt circular. I'm charging with one, and it charges pretty fast, actually. I was able to get a few percentage points up in about 5 minutes. Look at this one right here. That is the wireless charger. Excellent. What about in here? Go in here, and this says console box. Just little tiny Easter eggs. It has heated seats. I don't need to turn those on today. We can control our air right here. Go through the settings. It blows out pretty good. It's gonna blow too fast for my microphone. I think it's gonna be like, sound like feedback, like I'm in a wind tunnel or something. But we can, look at this. all across the 12.3-inch screen. This is upgraded, by the way, at the factory to 12.3-inch screen. It's normally 8-inch. This has 6 different speakers. It's not the upgraded JBL. Watercolors. Come go with me. Hits one. Oh, all that she wants is another baby. And we can take care of our energy flow. If I would have hit the right button, we could have done that. Tells you when you're using electric power, when you're using gasoline, and when you're recharging the battery. And you can make adjustments to things like sound and media, navigation, vehicle customize. We can do lights, door control, custom drive mode, which would be things like powertrain, steering, and air conditioning. This is normal. Do you want normal or eco? I want no eco. I want it as cold as possible. Has an auto dimming rearview mirror with home link for 3 different programming settings. I love this. This is one of the biggest lights that Toyota has right now in its fleet. It's huge. This is the thing for Safety Connect. Excellent. Excellent. And there's no moonroof that opens, but it is 2 panes of glass like we saw here. It has a slider with a light that seems to be LED, so that's good. Here's our visibility. We can see all the way across. It's very interesting trying to get visibility in a vehicle with this type of coefficient of drag that's very low. That's huge though, that window. It's like having an additional window, honestly. That's really good for visibility and for safety looking out this side. So if we have to pull out into traffic, that's no problem at all. It's 196 horsepower, and as you can tell, it really can get the maneuvering going, the low end pull to get you out. Now, this isn't a rocket speed vehicle, and it's certainly not designed to be. When you hit the accelerator, you're going to hear engine noise, but when you get to your top cruising speed, it's very quiet. It's got the multi-link rear suspension, so it's very nimble, very agile, and then if I need to go around some turns, it tightens up. As far as my visibility, it's excellent. It's just fantastic in the front. This is a little tiny bit small because we've got such a tight slope here. It just goes like that. So that's the only part that's a little tight, but this is great. This is fantastic here, having the side windows. And I think that the whole front of it almost feels, it sounds silly to say, but it almost feels like an open top in a way. And with the seating, I would say that this would probably be a great seat for somebody who has lower back issues. What I mean by that, it's probably, I'd say 70 to 75% firm, and then 30%, something like that, 25% soft. It's got good bolstering on the sides. It kind of is a pseudo sport seat, if you will. I don't think it's designed to be a sport seat, and it certainly shouldn't be confused for one, but it does lock you in, it wraps around, and the lumbar support here, it comes out pretty darn fast. Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice seat. And it, like I said, it would be good for somebody who has back issues, I'll bet. But I don't want to be wrong about that and say, well, Jeff said it lowers and raises very quickly. I think the word that I would use to describe the Prius would be surprising, because I don't think it's what you think it's going to be unless you're a Prius expert or connoisseur, or maybe just a fanboy or fangirl, because it's got a lot more power than the last generation, a lot more power. And then you can always go with the Prius plug-in hybrid, which gives you 220 horsepower. And I think it's like 44 miles on one electric charge, that kind of a thing when it's just doing the electric. So it's an excellent commuter vehicle. Lots of choices, front wheel drive, all wheel drive. You can do the plug-in hybrid. I really think that this would be something that would give people joy and happiness, because it gets 49, 50 miles a gallon, depending on how you drive it. I'm sure if my wife drove it, she's more of an average conservative driver, she would get probably more than 50, maybe a little bit more than 50. I don't know. But anyway, I find there's a lot of room in the front seat. There's good room in the back seat as well. And it looks hot. Let me know what you guys think. Let's find out more about Prius Nightshade. What's standard on this one? The Karashi color, which is also called mustard on this window sticker. Toyota used to do this with the Land Cruiser too. They had one color listed up and it said Heritage Blue, but then on the window sticker it said Smoky Blue. Or the Land Cruiser in Trail Dust, I think the color was sand or something weird like that. So it's kind of an unusual thing. I think it's vehicles made in Japan maybe, might have different names. Great, just fantastic safety ratings. 49 mpg combined, that's the Prius. That's right there. Take a look at all the specs and everything like that. Toyota Safety Sense 3.0. It's got the rear cross traffic alert standard and blind spot monitor standard. Those are all important things for safety, especially rear cross traffic alert. When you're backing up, it'll tell you if there's a car coming or a person. That's pretty clear. So now notice that it doesn't have the projected path or anything along those lines, but the quality looks good. It's got safe exit alert too, so it'll alert you if you're getting ready to open up the door and there's a car coming. All right, look at the exterior. Lots of black features. That's part of the Nightshade. Rain sensing wipers, excellent, love it. So it's got the bi-LED headlights with LED daytime running lights. 7-inch digital gauge cluster, But look, it's been upgraded from 8 inches over here to 12.3 inches, and that's $735. The fixed glass roof is going to be $1,000. Starts at $33,960, and final with delivery is going to be on this one with these options $36,800. And remember to try Last Fit liners. Perfect fit, keeps the floor clean, easy to clean. Look for the product link and the discount code in the description and the first pin comment. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'd love to know your thoughts on the yellow color. That's Karashi, K-A-R-A-S-H-I, or mustard, depending on how you want to look at it, but it's Karashi. I love it with the yellow and black accents. I think it just looks fantastic. It looks like a Transformer. It looks like a Pokemon, huh? What do you think? I'm at Toyota Jeff Reviews, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Threads. That's Toyota dominated with some Lexus mixed in. And then all brands are going to be at Auto Jeff Reviews. That's Toyota, Lexus, and all brands. Hope you like it. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Threads. Bye. And if you're looking for more Prius content, be sure to click on my Prius playlist. I've got all my playlists broken down by model. So pick your favorite Toyota, click that playlist. I'll bet I've got what you're looking for. Thanks for subscribing. Bye.